Welcome back, guys, to my channel, Top 10 Hunts. Today we will be talking about 10 famous people who you may not believe were once homeless and broke. It's raining out here, so let's take in the studio and get started. People often make unfair assumptions about why others have become homeless. But while it can be easy to pass judgments, it's important to remember that homelessness can happen to anyone at any time for reasons having nothing to do with a person's work ethic or drive. In fact, some of the most famous and successful people were once homeless. Here are 11 famous and successful people who you may not have known were once homeless. Number 1. Jennifer Lopez. Before she was known worldwide as Jenny from the Block, things were not easy for Lopez. After butting heads with her mother, because she chose a career as a dancer instead of college, Lopez was homeless at age 18. She even spent some nights sleeping in a cot in a dance studio. Within a year, she nabbed her first major gig and the rest is history. Number 2. Steve Jobs. While dropping out of Reed College ultimately helped Steve Jobs achieve his dreams, it first left him without a dorm room. He was homeless, and reportedly had to collect Coke bottles to earn money for food. The decision to leave college eventually paid off for Jobs as he founded one of the most successful companies of all time. 3. Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone went from rags to riches with Rocky. Before the film was made, he was homeless and sold his dog for $50. 1 week later, after he cashed in by selling the script, he reportedly bought the dog back for $3,000. 4. Chris Pratt. Years before Chris Pratt became a star on television and in movies, he was reportedly homeless and living out of a van in Hawaii. And he was living in that van until he was casted in Cursed Part 3, which launched his career. Number 5. Jim Carrey. According to the biography Jim Carrey, the comedian dropped out of high school and lived in a VW bus with his family parked in different places throughout Canada. They eventually moved into a tent on his older sister's lawn and parked the van in the driveway. Carrey said it was during these tough financial times growing up when he developed a sense of humor. 6. Halle Berry. Berry, when she first moved to New York to become an actress at age 21, she ran out of money, and her mother decided the best thing would be to not send her daughter more cash, People reports. During this period, the actress said she stayed in a homeless shelter. In an interview with Reader's Digest, Berry said, "It taught me how to take care of myself and that I could live through any situation, even if it meant going to a shelter for a small stint, or living within my means, which were meager. I became a person who knows that I will always make my own way." Number 7. Steve Harvey. Long before Steve Harvey became a television host, he was struggling to make it in the world of entertainment. He was homeless for 3 years, slept in his car and lived on bologna sandwiches. Now, between his gigs and television appearances, he is sitting on a $100 million empire. Number 8. Daniel Craig aka James Bond. Craig now has several critically acclaimed movies on his resume, but The Independent reported that the 007 actor waited tables and even slept on park benches early in his career as an actor. 9. Charlie Chaplin. After the early death of Chaplin's father, his mother was put in a mental hospital, and the young boy and his brother had to try to make a living by themselves, according to CharlieChaplin.com. As both his parents were in show business, Chaplin and his brother decided to follow suit. Today he is known as one of the greatest actors of the silent film era. Number 10. Hilary Swank. According to Time, Swank, who grew up in a trailer park, moved to California with her mother as a teenager to pursue a career in acting. She went on to win 2 Oscars by age 30. Number 11. Phil McGraw, popularly known as Dr. Phil. When Phil McGraw, aka Dr. Phil, was 12 years old, he was homeless and living in a car in Kansas City with his father, who was interning as a psychologist. McGraw later went on to obtain his own bachelor's, master's, and PhD, and he joined his father's psychology practice in Texas. In the 1990s, Oprah Winfrey invited McGraw to appear on her show. He later became a regular on Oprah and eventually launched his own syndicated advice program. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, make sure to press the like button and please subscribe for more videos about top 10s. And feel free to suggest the next video about the top 10s to be uploaded in the comment section. See you again on the next video.